You guys know what time it is. Episode 176 of Clash of the Podcast. Sean, still out injured. Get well, my guy. He's on IR. Take your time. It's all good when he comes back. I'm sure it'll be a flurry of thoughts that I can't wait to hear. We got BJ in the house. What's going on, BJ?
Oh, not much. Came in for the hot tag. Just got done with leg day today. So tomorrow will be interesting getting around, but
Walking like a baby giraffe. I like it.
Yep.
Also on a special note, today marks 10 years since I did my first video on this channel for YouTube. So it's been a long time, man. I never thought never thought I'd go from the 20s to the 30s. Like, I don't know how that happened. Just time over time, quickly. It goes, man. Times have changed, man. I watched my first video from the dude with like no responsibilities to like the intern and their favorite drawings that they leave on my desk that I just saw of the planets. So yeah, things like that, man. Lots to be appreciative of. I thank all of you. And Sean's not here, man. So I don't know if BJ, if you want to drop the line, I'll let you.
Respectfully to Sean, Conrad, drop that bit.
Yes. BJ, well done, good sir. Well done. Guys, welcome. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, big episode of Clash today. Lots of thoughts, lots of feelings, and I feel like it's going to be all over the place, and I'm interested to hear BJ's because we haven't talked about this. I haven't even talked wrestling with Sean, really. So I'm very interested to see how people are feeling and where things go. We'll get into our shout-outs, and then we'll keep it moving from here. Pinned. I don't know how much longer it's going to stay up. Me and Rob were talking about dates when we're about to record this. Get your votes in. I haven't even voted yet. That's how bad it is because I can't choose.
I have two left to choose. To choose. I've got it saved. So
yeah, and I don't know. Are you stuck on match of the year? Match of the year is going to be tough.
Yes,
it is tough. It's going to be a rough one, man. So make sure you're voting for the EPW awards. We will have it. If you vote for something that I do not agree with and it's really bad, I will cuss you out. That Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, I always put it up and say that it won.
With the torn pectoral.
Never again do I ever want to see something like that.
Hey, man, I'm just saying that Cena versus Cody match at Mania was pretty. I can't even finish the thought.
You cannot. But yeah, make sure you guys get your votes in. And honestly, I want you to really vote for whatever you guys want. If you think it's an independent wrestling match, vote for it. I put some on there. Make sure that you guys are into it. I already started working on the 2026 ones. If you guys have thoughts, feedback, I mean, I'll take that as well. But yeah, that's happening. We've got some good stuff happening. You guys want to represent, man, make sure you guys go to Threadless. Make sure you guys are supporting Sean. HW Weekly. He has some pretty good gear up there. I'm sure Sean would be grateful for anything that you guys buy. And if you're rocking it, you're help promoting things. So that's easy. Over here, Everything Pro Wrestling, we got shirts up. I don't know if these sales are still up, by the way, for the record. I took these like when I first put them up. But make sure you guys go on over there and cop yourself some of these wrestling shirts, man. Even if it's not now, it could be in the summertime when you got a little extra cash, when you want a new shirt to add to your collection. Go over there and grab some of that stuff. Like I said, we got a variety of shirts. There's even the old ones up. If you prefer those, go grab yourself one of those as well. Doesn't matter to me. Cop yourself whichever ones that you guys love. And we appreciate that over here on Everything Pro Wrestling. Is there anything, BJ, you got a new thing going on. Tell the people about it.
So last night I just did a test stream to get things back with my settings and stuff, but I'm officially back streaming on YouTube and Twitch. I'll be doing a video game stream tomorrow. What I did last night, which the replay right now is available on YouTube, I'm going to make it available on Twitch, was we watched some cable TV from another planet in this game called Blippo Plus, and I felt, late night TV, you're bored, you don't know what you're doing, you're just flipping through channels like the old days. Why not do that as a game? And so that's not what tomorrow's will be, but I'm just throwing that one into the mix on some random late nights when I don't have anything going on. But yeah, getting back into that. Outside of gaming, does it become more? I don't know yet, but I like doing wrestling stuff here with y'all, so I don't think that's going to be the case for me, but it's definitely going to be some games, and I'm sure there's going to be crossover of life and wrestling and stuff as we go along. So
yeah, feel free to throw some of that in, man. I still want my title shot. BJ knows what I'm talking about. So
yes.
I am owed this. Greatest intercontinental champ ever in your eFeds history.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure you guys go and support BJ. BJ, supply me with a link and I'll add that to my ones that pop up here in the streets. Make sure you guys are signed up at the Discord, man. Discord.gg/EPW Hub. Let's get into it, man. Clown says, good afternoon, everyone. Clown, we appreciate you, good sir. Thank you. Welcome in here. I'm going to be breezing through these a little bit faster tonight just because I want to get stuff. We got a lot to talk about, I'll say. Quills, what's good, man? He's showing us some love, man. Back to enjoy episode 176, best wrestling podcast out today. Clash of the By God podcast. Hashtag EPW. Hashtag HWW. Appreciate you. Vinny.
Oh, man.
The only Vinny we like. Yeah. I love it. Happy Monday. Got my first flag football dub of the year last night, and now my Steelers in the playoffs tonight. God bless. And BJ, thank you for that. Links are coming in the chat for BJ right now.
These playoff games, these wild card games, truly wild. Like I turned off the Bears game at halftime and saw one of my chats go off about it and had to tune back in halfway through the fourth quarter because I was just like, what in the world? Like,
yeah. Listen, I'll take it though. Like they were getting wild, man. I'm hoping for good things tonight for you're a Steelers guy, right?
Traditionally.
Okay.
This season, I'm always in the background, but some decisions heading into this season made me be like, I'll just observe more than be involved as a fandom.
Tomlin's always in the mix, though. I'll say that. That's what I like about him and McDermott. And then, like, they find a way to win, bro. They can have a team where you're like, how did you do
Tomlin?
this?
He's been a great coach. So,
Matt Lopez says, hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's kick the weekend off with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. We appreciate that, man. And if he's not on today, I hope Sean gets better soon. Thank you for that, Matt. And thank you for always helping out, man. Great source in the Discord. Top tier modding over there. Always has the wrestling news could drop like 5 minutes ago, and Matt already posted it. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll be deleting this and just giving my thoughts. So he's on it. So, and I appreciate that, Matt. So thank you so much for that. Clown, thank you, good sir. T-Ferg, what's good, gentlemen? I hope everyone had a good weekend. I know Drew McIntyre did. 49ers versus Bills in the Super Bowl. I would love it, man. Buffalo, they're weird, man. I'm telling you, like, I love Josh Allen, but I don't know if I have faith in the wide receivers enough, but I'm hoping that they do it. That's all I could say. They made some great catches and some great plays yesterday. So sorry, Tony Khan. You were my mortal enemy yesterday. I didn't care about AEW yesterday. People are talking about the Bears. Bills won a nail biter. Yep. XG Dub, man. Appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome in. Quills, thank you for the 10-year anniversary love. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Guy will gamble. Can't believe Drew won, and they actually made me care about it. They made the right call.
I can't wait to talk about this because they made you care about it right now.
For sure. No hubs, but we're still in great shape because we got Professor BJ. That's right. Turn them assignments in. Speaking of teaching, Doug in the house. This is perfect. Conrad, Professor BJ, chat, teach me. Hopefully Sean is okay. Sean, I just talked to Sean. I promise you, like, had to be 20-30 minutes ago. Sean is just fine. He actually wished me some good luck tonight, so I appreciate him for doing that. McKinney said, once again, on a Monday, I'm here to let y'all know, start unknown, finish unforgettable. It's the Fire Live Chat and the Dynamic Dudes of Podcast, Clash of the Podcast, LFG. Speaking of LFG, they might be getting some call-ups soon. E, what's good? He said, hey, yo. Pro Wrestling Shoot in the house, man. Make sure you guys go support Jesse. He's going to be on with Small Afro tomorrow talking WWE 2K26 over on his channel. So make sure you show some love. 10 years is crazy, bro. Who you telling? Derek's in the very first video. He's on the very first episode with a good friend of mine who is now a wrestler, we'll just say. So he doesn't do these shows as often as he used to, but we still talk. We still argue a lot about things, but yes, man. He said, what's the YouTube link, Beach? Hold on here. I gave you the Twitch one. I got to get the YouTube one more time for you. Hold on.
Thank you.
Don't say I didn't do this. We're live, pal. We're live. Cactus, what's good, brother? What's good, man? Appreciate you. Thank you guys, man, for putting those up, man. The links and everything. You guys know. Eventually, I will try to. If BJ reminds me, I will copy these and then I will send those to me, BJ, on Messenger now, so then I won't forget and I'll put those on so that we can just do like ! BJ and then we're good, or LBJ.
Got it. Thank you.
Boom, my guy, Cactus. Appreciate you, man. Like I said, 10 years, man. 10 years, long time. But guess what? Doesn't wait long. Wrestling. So let's get into it. And we're talking a little smack dizzle first from Germany. And I did not make this picture. This might have even been on the WWE social media team, just hitting emojis. But Cody Rhodes defended his title in a 3 Stages of Hell match on SmackDown, BJ. SmackDown, I thought week 1 was pretty good. And I'll say I think week 2 was pretty good. But I told you guys, and I'm still sticking by this, holla at me at like week 8, week 12. That's when I'm going to be like, okay, was this the right move or we got problems here? But the call-ups are going to help, I think. You've got some different talents. I thought they should have did this when they introduced those mid-card women's titles. The NXT women should have been called up and you could have been halfway through this already, but
yep.
I don't know. They waited. Your thoughts, BJ, on the 3 Stages of Hell match? And you can get into it. I got pictures of the finish and everything. People know Drew won.
So 3 Stages of Hell, I was okay with when it came down to match time. Leading up to it, man, I was like, why didn't we choose something a little bit more advantageous and just getting, things going? But I also get, okay, we're traveling internationally. We might not have all the resources available to the things that we normally would. So I give them a bit of a pass on that match. I'm fine with that match. I have a problem with the ending, not with the winner, but with the ending. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid show.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to get into the ending? Do you want to talk about it? I mean, he's right here.
Right here. The Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, shows up, beats down Drew, then gets into it with Cody, and in the scuffle with Cody, allows Drew to escape the cage. Now, the problem that I have is we know that Jacob got attacked, and Drew was adamant that it was not him, which led some speculation to believe that maybe it was it Cody? Because we were teasing that he was going to end up towards the title. We never got an answer there. We had last year when Jade showed back up and went straight for Naomi. It's like, oh, okay. She knew she did it. It was whatever. I thought we were going to have a situation like that of who did this? Who was the person that did this? And instead, we got a non-answer on the return. And so much so that I'm like, are we even going to address that? And I think we should, but I'm afraid that we won't. I don't like those breaks in continuity.
I hope that they do. I mean, to me, whodunit storylines are always fun if they're done well. One of my all-time favorite whodunits is the Aleister Black, Johnny Gargano whole reveal. Was it Tommaso Ciampa who did this? and you find out it was Johnny Gargano, and Alistair just kicked his head off, and I was like, that's sweet. A babyface did it. And Malachi was like, or Alistair, whatever you want to call him this week, just kicked his head off, and it was beautiful. It was great. Other whodunit ones that I liked when Ric Flair teased that he was friends with either Warrior or Savage, and then he really wasn't. Another great one. Like, yeah, I'm just lying the whole time. Because back then they didn't do triangle matches or three-way dances. They were like, nah, I'm lying. But here's a beatdown for both of you. Me and Kurt Hennig, we got you. And then Macho Man forgets about it 3 months later and teams up with him. So yeah, good times. Good times, man. Absolutely. But I think that they should put some continuity on this. I just don't know which way they should go. You're a Cody fan, kind of. Me and you've had many conversations about Cody, Punk, all of our favorites, and our complex feelings with them at times.
Yes.
Is it time for Cody to finally turn heel? I know what Sean would say. Sean would be on here like Corny Rhodes needs to turn yesterday. Is it time for Cody to turn? And is the popularity finally weaning? But if it's not Cody, is it Punk? Is it Jay? Like, then who's the guy? Are you just going to call Roman back and just let him be the part-time guy?
So we've talked to Cody, and we've talked Cody from early days all the way, and why, like, I still champion for Cody, even though I'm, still bummed about him not being with the company he was building, all that stuff. But he did what was best for him, and I appreciate that. Whatever, you do what you do, and I've supported. This is gonna sound odd, especially with how the story's been, how the fan response has been, and everything. But my answer is no. Don't turn him.
I don't think you have anybody. That's more so, like, in my mind, I'm like, that would be great for Cody, but that's like a selfish that would be great for Cody. If I'm the company, that's I will be the one in the room. Well, then who's the guy? Is it Punk? Punk looks like he doesn't want to really go that far.
Mm-hmm.
He's also older. One injury away from either one of these guys, and we're in big trouble then. Jey Uso's back in the tag team. You can't do that because WWE traditionally doesn't build around tag teams. I mean, if you did, it would help, but they're not going to do that. So who's the guy? Jacob? Or then I'm going to be like, well, you better push Braun or Oba Femi or someone right now. Like, you have no choice. But they don't put themselves in that situation.
So sending also the salute back to Hubs, but in terms of doing that, I'll put it this way. If Cody were to turn heel, we talk about Cena. We're just comparing on the basis of right now, that's their guy. Like, Cody is who they're trying to push to be that person, right?
Right.
We wanted Cena to turn, and we wanted Cena to turn, and we wanted Cena to turn, and it wasn't happening, and we got tired of it, and we booed him. I'm not saying that this was intentional, because I don't think WWE ever intended this. But what happened in the times that we were booing him the most, when he was just being nothing but the clean-cut babyface? We got people who were heels that we started getting behind more and supporting more and caring about more. And we got edge. We got, do you remember the sound when it was him that took off that helmet at One Night Stand and was the guy that made RVD the champ? Yes. That wasn't even his audience, but because of how often, he
did us a solid that night.
Batman doesn't eliminate his villains. He makes his villains get more of a reason to have a thing against him and become more respectable, because you learn more about them because they keep showing up. That's kind of the effect Cena had. And again, I don't think that was intentional. But knowing that has been the case now, why wouldn't we do the same exact formula with Cody? Because we've turned Roman before, back and forth, and Roman's a different animal, like a different subject matter all in general. He was not the Cena. He's not going to be the Cena, because that's not his lane, his avenue. He's outside of that sphere, so to speak. Cody's in it. Push him that way. And we want him to turn because we do. I want Cody to have an edge. I want Cody to be more entertaining. I want Cody to, do it for him and have all these good reasons behind it. But who
top
fills
burning
those
pictures
shoes?
of Dusty?
Yeah. Who fills those shoes? And also at the end of the day, when he finally does it, if he does, see what happened with Cena, or we get to the point where Cody's about to retire, do those people, and I'm not calling out Sean on this, I'm just saying who share the same sentiments as Sean. I don't think Sean will be one of those people, but do they say, he put in the time, he put in the work, and they develop that respect level that we did for Cena for things, for the longevity of the run. So in my opinion, I don't turn him.
I think the three of us were way meaner than people thought, though. I think we had one of the most unlovingly Cena podcasts where we talked about him. It was very honest, and it was very this is why we didn't like him. I think over the last few years, we just quieted our voices a little bit. Look, man, it's been 15 years. I get it, bro. You're fine. Yeah. I'm not gonna hijack the show for you. But when he was the main event, when he was the guy, it was not happening.
I remember being on the forums before Twitter, sharing the memes of posters being made of WWE Presents, same old, insert word here.
Yeah.
No, I respect Cena. I don't like his work outside of wrestling. I'm great with, but if I had another 5 years of actual Cena as what he was in mid 2000s and into the early 2010s, no. I mean, I've already tuned out somewhat anyways, just a little bit because it's booking stuff, continuity, but I would have tuned out so hard.
Yeah. There's only so much you can take as a fan before you're all right, enough. I love going to the comments here. Matt Lopez said, how dumb is Cody Rhodes? All he had to do was let Jacob whoop Drew and walk out the cage. Bro, dumb babyface syndrome is a real wrestling disease, bro. It is a real wrestling disease, and this is how we get moments like this. But I think it was the right call for them to make. I guess we can kind of get into that in a second, BJ, about how it was the right call.
Yeah.
And let me see here. Cactus said they should have gone backstage more, I'm assuming in the Falls Count Anywhere match. Hubs, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the kind words, giving the shout out to the anniversary. Appreciating BJ, and God willing, be back after the broken bone pains heal. So thank you, good sir. McKinney said the international crowd makes the show feel special, but the show was good and the call-ups are just right for the show. I'd add Fatal Influence to SmackDown. I guess we can get into that first, and then we can talk Drew. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. I thought the crowd sucked, honestly, on SmackDown. I did. I didn't think they were that good. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if you felt. I didn't think they were that good.
They were not one of the best crowds they've had in the last couple of years, especially with it being an international show. That being said, they were better than some of the cities, but also at the same time, with it being the show that having the call-ups and stuff, how many of the people internationally are seeing these NXT stars? Because I don't know what it is on the international deal, but NXT moved to CW, and that's not an international broadcast. So they might not be getting NXT.
Yeah, which was one of the issues when you started splitting up how you distributed your television and having it in multiple avenues. Some people probably don't get CW as well. You got to think about the small things like that.
Yep.
And the call-ups, I think they're okay. We'll see. Like I said, I have fears for some of them. Like Jordan Grace didn't really need to be in NXT, and I feel like we've just wasted. One thing that annoys me, McKinney, with WWE is they waste my time, and then I get mad because you did nothing but waste my time. I can let you slide once. Like Nakamura, perfect example. I always use this example. He lost to Jinder, and I was like, okay, I can let this slide. There's a bigger picture. He wins the Rumble. AJ Styles is the champ. This is perfect. Okay, I can get with this. And then you had him lose and then turn heel, and then he never won the title. What was the point of all this?
Yeah.
And when I have to ask that question, then I got a problem. And then I'm like, I'm mad. And Nakamura was over. So don't say he wasn't over. Don't say Nakamura wasn't this or wasn't that. They went crazy for his theme when the guy played the violin out there for him during his entrance. They waste a lot of time. Obafemi is on my list. You cannot screw him up. You cannot. There will be heck to pay on this podcast. All of them. If they screw Obafemi up, I will be severely disappointed in them.
Absolutely. And you know what you were saying with the Jordan Grace situation, some of this, even if you were keeping her on NXT that duration, some of the stuff that you did storyline wise was just awful. And so, yeah, it didn't really hit when she came up either, because I'm like, I do know what you have been doing. It's not like you just came right over from TNA where the hype would have been like much better. But yeah. Also, this is a little bit of a counterpoint of what I was saying, of that if it were me, I would not change him. I would not change the booking. But did Cody go over and have dumb babyface syndrome? Or did he see somebody who he wanted out was back?
Touche. I mean, you could ask that question. I'm kind of with Guy Will Gamble, though. Like, he had brought up, like, it would have possibly been better. I think if Cody was about to, like, climb out, Drew's near the cage, but he's starting to stir a little bit, and Cody's like, let me just hurry up and get over. And then when he's at the top, Jacob busts open the door, grabs Drew, and pulls him out. And it's like, oh, no. But Drew's feet touch the floor, and he's sitting there, and he's like, and then they hear the bell ring, and he's like, I won. And then, Jacob starts laying into him then, and then Cody can come over. Then they start beefing on the floor, and you could have that whole scuffle end the show, and then Drew's scallying up the ramp with the title, and then the fireworks go off and the show ends. Yeah. Could have done it like that too. Multiple ways. I'm not mad at how they did it either. It's just why sometimes, but it's wrestling. So that I have to tell myself that it's wrestling. Let it rock. It's probably for visuals or something like that. But fairly interesting. How do you feel, though, about Drew finally, like, getting his moment now in front of people? He's the WWE champion once again. I thought they could have did this at WrestlePalooza, and you could have really got some stretch out of this, but here we are. We're here.
Well, now, WrestlePalooza was their first time on ESPN, and they had to have good guys. Lesnar won over Cena. What am I talking about? None of it made sense. That show was terrible.
I didn't watch it live, I can say, fairly.
So, yeah, I don't know why they didn't do it then, but here we are now.
Yeah. Guy Will Gamble. I agree with BJ. I don't think turning him now is a great idea, but I could see it being the impetus for his or during his next title run. Could be. I think Cody is going to eventually get stale because the boos were there, and I think it was just I think they've been doing things to counteract the boos. I think Triple H is smarter than people give him credit for. They know, like, okay, we don't want this guy to get booed. Have him drop the title real quick, even if it's for a short bit. And I guess I'm going to do it, man. If let me see here. Rob said, to be fair, Grace was kept at NXT as a courtesy so she could be closer to home to her husband's stroke recovery. That's fair. I'm just saying from the beginning, though, that wasn't the situation, and I do not understand why she was there. But
she just 3 weeks ago, when Thea won the belt, there was a backstage segment where she was basically being sad that she hadn't figured out how to win a belt yet, although Thea had. And I'm like, that's not Jordan Grace. Why do, like, it's a constant thing that WWE does, and I'm surprised it didn't happen with Oba. But Zarya and Jordan Grace, why do we have to make them human and relatable when they're beast of competitors, monsters that can destroy environments and people? And nah, we're just going to completely humanize them and make them soft. SAWFT.
I want to do the dance, but I'm sitting down. And I actually liked Enzo. Heel Cody and ROH New Japan was fun. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Some people are saying whoop that Trick. Yeah. Listen, Trick could be the guy to go up against Mello eventually. We're gonna have to do the old wait and see what happens here. So I'm gonna ask the chat this question. I'm gonna ask BJ the same question. More of a buy or sell. How do you feel? I'm gonna ask you, are you buying on this or are you selling on this idea? Drew McIntyre keeps the title till WrestleMania. Is it going to happen or no?
No. Do I want it to? Do I want it to? Yes. Do I think it will? Absolutely not.
Why don't you think that?
Where's the Royal Rumble?
In a land far, far away, we'll say.
And in that land far, far away, do they pay WWE a lot of money?
Yes.
So they could have somebody win the belt there. And then they could have somebody a year from now, a little over a year from now, defend the belt there. Just saying.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. We got some answers rolling in. Matt says no. Actually, Deb says no. Man, no Drew till Mania. No one believes, huh? You can still have Cody versus Roman. If that's the match you believe it is, you can still have Cody versus Roman. And if you wanted Cody versus Punk, you could do it for the world title. I'm just putting options out there. Like, why couldn't you?
I think Cody versus Roman will happen without a belt.
Really? So you are you? So you think Drew's losing it at the Rumble to said person?
Yes.
Wow. What was the question? Guy Will Gamble said, "Oh, Drew till Mania. I don't buy it." Elimination Chamber. Drew drops the title. So okay, McKinney thinks it's Chicago. Sammy ain't sniffing the title reign until next year's Saudi Mania. Ooh, I don't know.
Well, he's not winning the Rumble.
Do you guys do you know? Do you guys know there's Saturday night's main event as well before Saudi Arabia Royal Rumble? Do you know where it is?
Where?
Montreal.
Oh,
just putting it out there.
So that sounds like a good place for the babyface rallying cry in celebration that I am heading to Mania.
Or, well, it's the Saturday night's main event is the night before the Rumble, and the winner is going to challenge at the Rumble. Right? That's what they said. The four ways are so there's 4-way qualifiers.
Yes.
Then there's going to be a 4-way is the Saturday night's main event?
Yes.
And then the winner will face so in Montreal, you rally up. Then you're going to go to the next place, and can he rally up again is going to be the story. I mean, and it keeps him out the Rumble, so then you don't have to have people believing like he's going to win. They know what they're doing. Just like when Bryan Danielson got eliminated and Shattered Dreams popped up, they knew what they were doing when they did that. It was all planned. Yeah. They didn't want Rey Mysterio getting booed again. Is the Saturday night's main event the week prior? But yeah, we know who's getting the title match. I believe so. And there's certain people who I'm just like, I think Trick's going to end up winning. Dog, I don't even want to talk about Rey Fenix losing. If this was somewhere else, I know I'd never hear the end of it.
He's so good. Why aren't they utilizing him more? Why? He's on there every week. He's the next Rey Mysterio. Well, guess what? He's at a better place.
I got no words on this one, man. It's just
where's that tag team reign with him and the Lucha Bros? Where's that tag title reign?
I do think that could be the WrestleMania match, though.
Where's that feel-good tag team steel cage match win? Where's that amazing intro? Where's any of it? Yeah. Somewhere else.
Sammy getting a shot after winning the Fatal 4-Way in Montreal, but he loses at the Rumble. Sammy wins money. See, that's what I'm thinking. Sammy might win Money in the Bank as well. I'm getting my Roxanne and Sammy are my favorites for Money in the Bank right now. Like January, like the beginning of I'm calling it. I think it's Sammy and Roxanne win Money in the Bank. But I do think they have Sammy loose. Sammy's the best seller that they have. And by seller, I mean like all regards of it. Like getting beat up. He looks so pitiful. I always feel bad for him. I'm like, come on, Sammy, get up, fight back. Rey Mysterio, same thing. Get up, fight back.
He knows just enough to do without being a Dolph Ziggler.
He knows how to sell, but at the same time, all right now. I can't make you look good all the time, kid. All right.
That's right.
Yeah, and then wait, who's that jumping out the sky? Rey Mysterio. Rey's probably got a AAA title reign in his future, we'll say. For sure. Anything else you want to talk about that SmackDown had happened? Has Jade Cargill defended the title yet? Anybody? She's got to have one defense at this point, right?
I can't remember if she has yet or not.
I don't know. McKinney says Phoenix causes Trick to lose and goes on to feud until they do a best of 7 bold prediction. I can't see that happening.
A best of 7 between the Ray Phoenix needs to stay out of best of 7s.
Ray Phoenix needs to get into a tag team yesterday with Penta because it ain't working for him. Right. I think Penta's run's been better here than Phoenix's by a mile.
You know, not to go back to other things, but we just saw the Elite do it one more time in a trios, and I still feel the same way I felt after that best of 7. Like, seen it. Like, let's move
enough.
On. Yeah.
Quills. Jade Cargill has 0 title defenses. Well, at least on TV. That is crazy. That's like the Lakers beating the Supersonics.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ice Cube.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. Ooh, ah. But yeah, the title defenses is crazy. We talked about the call-ups. Anyone else you're looking forward to that we haven't mentioned with the call-ups?
I recently saw the news about Oba that even though the vignettes were showing up on SmackDown, that he might now be going over to Raw.
Yeah. SmackDown's probably the safer place for him right now. Raw, you could easily get lost in the shuffle with Seth when he returns, Punk, Cody, sometimes Roman's kind of a Raw guy. So,
I was getting ready to say who's IC champ, but it's Dom and he's injured. So, yeah, I think SmackDown might be the easier place if we're only putting him to a certain level, but
you still got to push Gunther. You still have the AJ Styles stuff. Like, there's a lot going on Raw that I'm like, do you got time for this?
If I had the pencil, you know how we were setting up and everybody saw the Braun Breaker rise, and thank you. And saw the Braun Breaker rise, and he's gonna do it. He's gonna beat Punk.
I thought he was, and then
can we talk about what happened on Raw today?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Breaker's been suspended indefinitely.
Yeah, on Raw that happened at 2 p.m. today. So don't think we're giving out spoilers. It already happened like hours ago. But
yeah. So he was suspended. So.
Why don't Adam Pearce is getting in trouble. Paul Pierce, I said Paul Pierce. Paul Heyman knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we hot swap
him first?
Yeah. Why don't we hot swap that idea real quick? Surprising Oba, just instantly put him as champ, and then your dynamic completely changed. You still have all those people. You still have Punk. You still have Gunther. You still have AJ. But now I'm this young guy who means business. And I came from nowhere, and so now it's you guys and your dealings against me. But are you the old guard, and can you stop the new guard?
Right. McKinney says supposedly WWE's high on Oba, and I like what BJ just said, and that's why I brought this one up right away. Oba Femi, I agree too about him going to Raw. Put him on SmackDown. Dude, Oba could win the Rumble easily. Yeah. He could just come out and win the Rumble. Drew being champ till Mania can make things so interesting. Like, we got this going on. We basically know what's going to happen on Raw, I feel at least. It's going to be Punk, Rollins, and Breaker in some form of a three-way or something's going to happen at Mania. Forget all that, dog.
That's the counter to your predictability sometimes is a bad thing.
No, I don't agree with that. Like that's fine. It makes sense. It's okay. Is
No,
the
it
match
makes
going to be
sense.
good? Maybe not. I don't know. But I think Braun's going to have to deliver in that match, and I think you crown him. He should have won the title already. I would have just did it on Monday personally. I just thought, let's see what happens. And then I would have had him beat them both too at Mania. Like, sorry, you guys.
My Oba idea only exists because of him of Braun not winning last week.
Yeah, and I say just give it to him, man. Makes zero sense on the fact that he was on SmackDown with Cody Rhodes and interacting with Drew McIntyre. Just saying, yeah. They might want it. Like I said, I hope Triple H is paying closer attention than they used to of this. With everything else that happened, is there anything else on Raw you wanted to mention while we're here? We saw the Oba vignette there. What else happened on Raw? More Stephanie Vakura's leg is busted up, and she's not defending the title, but they're trying to feature
Liv and
Roxanne for the tag titles.
Are number one contenders for the tag belts.
Yeah, Bailey, Lyra. That's gonna be like a 4-way mix or something for a little bit here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like a 8-woman tag coming up for that. Yeah, I can't think of anything else. Gunther and AJ, I think, had a really good match. If you guys didn't check it out, I like the finish to it. I won't even spoil it for you, but just check out the finish to it. I thought it was interesting. You could kind of play that off what they did there. I know some people might say it was stupid too, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, you can play that off though.
I feel like it's one of those ones where it doesn't happen as often, so I can let it go.
And think about this. If you're an athlete and you're used to training, right? Let's say I have you running basketball laps. BJ, you're doing I can't even say that word. You're touching the line, running down and back, down and
doing
back.
Doing unalive. Yes.
Yes. And while you're doing those, eventually I'm like, yeah, BJ, do 5 more. You could get a water break. And then you just, you're on the 4th one. And I'm like, you know what, BJ, just go ahead. Are you not going to run and get off that as soon as possible to go get the water? You're not going to be like, let me wait to make sure it's real. No, you're going to be like, I'm done. That's how I viewed it, like athlete style. So let me see here. T Ferg says, with Oba, Trick, and Carmelo in the picture, do you see a future for the Street Profits, or do they move to another promotion? I don't know what happened to the Street Profits. Me and Sean were talking about this before like when we were on the show together last. Like, what happened to them? Where did they go? Like, they had a story about them like possibly breaking up. BFAB, we're here. Done. Like, never heard from again.
Yeah, I feel like I don't wish this on anyone, but with as long as they've been gone and everything, like, I wonder when that next set of names come out.
I hope. I'm actually fearing for that, because with all these call-ups, they're going to have to make room for... Let's talk NXT while we're here. Forget it. NXT is screwed, in my opinion.
Oh, yes.
Dude, absolutely. The men's... Why is... If I'm Ricky Starks, I'm like, why am I not called up? Why am I down here with Lexis King? What are we doing? Like,
what are we doing with Lexis King?
Well, I'm over it with him.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like,
he got Ken Shamrock belly to belly suplex and lost. Tavion Heights has got better position than this guy right now. It's a rat Rizzy, and I'm a Brian Pillman Jr. fan. Like, trust me, I promise you guys. But I think, I shouldn't say a fan. I saw hope in him. Like, I saw something there, and I was like, I think they can do something with this kid. But I don't know what went sideways here.
Yeah, I have no clue. Small thought to interject right before we get back to this, because it cracked me up and it's just stayed in my brain. Instead of calling those things on here, because we can't say the words, that running activity, we should just call them Curry Mans.
There we go. The Curry Mans.
So
get down there. yeah, I'm going.
All right, anyways, but I think I'm officially at the point with NXT, and maybe this is just me, but like I have pulled back on my WWE on, like, 100%. I keep up with things, but like there are people that I know I've seen matches, or I've tuned in and I've watched, or I've checked this or I've checked that. After these call-ups, like, there's a lot of people that have shown up in the last like 2 months on the show that I'm like, I don't recognize that name. Yeah, I couldn't pick out who that person is. And they're in like weekly spots now. But like it's because of how quickly it happened. And some of them coming from Evolve, okay, some of them coming from LFG, all that stuff. Like, I don't take LFG as credible at all. So
I've never watched one episode.
Yeah, and so NXT feels like a very weird place right now to me. So
I have not liked it since they did the 2.0 stuff. Honestly, NXT lost like a lot of grace with me from that moment that started, and I saw it. I was like, "What is this?" Like I felt like it was trying to be AEW, and I was like, "Nah." With the color scheme and everything, I was like, "Nah, I'm good on this."
Yeah,
and it just didn't feel right. And they had some good people.
It's kind of the equivalent of when TNA first became Impact Wrestling.
It's weird.
When we brought in all of these people, we had Immortal running around. The 6 sides became the 4 sides. For some reason, Brian Kendrick was the savior of the X division when he had nothing to do with the core of what the that's a whole other rant for another day. But that's where I feel like we are. I feel like that's what NXT 2.0 was, and I feel like this weird place that we're at now still isn't even the rebirth of TNA in its storyline. It's a different type of hybrid and not one that I think is amazing. There are some people in there that are great, but the show overall is rough.
To me, your focuses for NXT are going to be your women's division is going to definitely be Kendall Gray. They love Kendall Gray, and I think Blake Monroe is going to stay down there to be the focus with her. What does this mean for Thea Hale? I don't know. Like I said, you just took the title off her. Izzy Dame, she's kind of there. I don't know what they're going to do with her, but those seem to be your top 3 players. Tatum Paxley.
I don't know why they did what they've done to her so quickly.
Yeah, they like dip their toe and then they get right out sometimes with some people.
And she's been there for so long, and like she's very innovative with her moveset and stuff. So like I don't get it.
I'm trying to think of who else is in this mix, man. For the men's division, who do you got? Ricky Saints,
Ethan Page.
And dude, listen, I'm not trying to be mean.
Do you remember when he first showed up and we were all like, "No, this ain't it."
Dude, like, I still feel that way.
Ethan Page, it was just like, "No, this isn't it."
I like Ethan Page as well. It's hard to describe when someone's like, you're just like, I don't believe this. Like, yeah. I'm not believing this at all.
I feel that way still with Ricky Saints because that was Ricky Starks, stroke daddy, and we have turned him into 10% Ricky Starks. It's not even absolute. It's made with 10% Ricky Starks. Like,
yeah, someone just brought up Danhausen. I think Danhausen, if he does go to WWE, will be in NXT.
I do too.
Yeah,
I could see the Halloween Havoc being hosted by him.
Danhausen, he'll do his whole bit and teeth and everything else. Guy will gamble. Tony D'Angelo looking like Travolta in Pulp Fiction. Where is everybody?
Here's my biggest thing with him. How come every time he shows up since he's returned, there's not been any crowd reaction?
No clue.
He had potential, even with that bad gimmick, but like they've done nothing with him since he showed back up, and the fans themselves have even been like, whatever.
I told people a long time ago though. He could not do that gimmick on the main roster. Is Cody Rhodes going to let him throw him in the trunk of a car and then take him across? No way. There's no way.
Not unless guys aren't going for this. Not unless he's a new member of the Horsemen. Like,
yeah. That's my boy. Get up there. Get him, Cody. But it's just not going to work, man. I don't know, man. Matt even said the only person I care about from Evolve is Kendall Gray. Yeah, this is just going to have to be people stepping up and trying to fill in spots. And I think they'll do it. I'm not saying like, oh, this is the end of NXT. I'm just saying it's going to be a little bumpy in the waters for the next month or two until we get to like stand and deliver. So we'll see. Lexus is on Evolve and TNA, but NXT is going to be fine. A lot of guys are ready to take spots. Tony D, Sean Spears, Ricky Saints, and more. All right, y'all down on my show. Don't make me bite back. Listen, bro, Sean Spears, I ain't going for it either. I'm not gonna lie, he's another one. I'm like, nah.
I like Sean Spears. I wanted Sean Spears to even do better in AEW, but that minute that he had that match with Dustin Rhodes
On the pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That did him in, man.
Oh, you think so? It just showed like, nah.
It showed what Cody said about him when he came in. That's a good hand.
Man. Listen, I think Sean Spears is a tremendous talent. I'm not saying anything like horrible. I just don't think, like I said, there's someone's got to hit the ceiling. Everybody ain't gonna be the world champ, and I just see that, and I'm like, nah. And like I said, I don't think Ricky needs to be down there. Ricky is the clock is ticking, my boys. Like, make a choice. What are you gonna do? And you're calling up people who are 20 years old to Raw, and you're like, Ricky, you're going to stay back. And listen, I'm not saying that don't call Javon up, because I'm a big proponent of, you don't need to wait to put the title on this guy. Give him the belt. Give him the championship. I think Javon Evans should have been the person leading NXT. You could have did that and said, I want to see how you lead an entire roster. This is your show now. But they didn't go for that. So I'm like, okay. Jada Parker should be back this week, I believe I saw as well.
I hope it's the Jada Parker that I know and have saw the promos of, and not whatever the last year of her has been.
I hope so. People are talking about Marcus Mathers, Aaron Rourke. Yeah. These are just people on like the WWE ID contracts and stuff like that. Marcus Mathers pretty good. Like, they have people under these contracts. Call them up.
I was gonna say, like, when I'm saying who, it wasn't being the disrespectful.
I thought it was.
It was genuinely like, I've not seen those names, and this is where I'm starting to feel like my disconnect with NXT. I'm like, have these been people that have actually been on the show that I've just not seen? Like,
yeah. I thought you had some of the love right there when it comes to
the Snap famous. Nah.
Yeah. Ethan Page is killing it in NXT and AAA. If he's killing it so much, why isn't he up there with Chelsea all the time?
He should be up there with Chelsea. I will give him that. He should be, but they're not doing that.
Yeah. Like I said, dude, I want you to just visualize, is Ethan Page going to be up there beating like Ray Phoenix? I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at this point either, but like, you got Trick Williams in them in those spots. Like, is he going to be beating them? I don't see it. So to me, he's going to end up being
Trick Williams. No, but I could see him beating Phoenix at this point.
He's going to be in a weird spot. That's what I'm saying. He's going to be like mid card or lower mid card, like lower card.
Could I see him being U.S. champion? Sure, but who's he beating for it?
McKinney's not feeling this NXT talk, I think. BJ, what do you mean about Jada Parker?
I like Jada Parker when they let her be a little bit more unleashed and have a microphone and be able to like speak without it feeling so scripted. But everything they've done since that one mishap, and I get it. But
you talk about the attire mishap?
No.
Which mishap?
There was some language that flung out in a promo.
I must have missed it. See, so I don't watch NXT every week. Like, NXT will be like, I caught it, and then I'll be able to say like, okay, I know a little bit what's going on, and then I always tune into the pay-per-views when they put them on. I'm like, okay, who's the person to care about here? But yeah, that's just where I'm at with NXT. I can't say too much. I agree. I don't know who that Jada Parker was last year. Yeah, I felt bad when she took that L to Sol Ruka. I was like, dang, man. So Ruka, is she another one getting called up? She should be. She should be if she's not. But listen, enough WWE talk. We gotta talk about another company. Just kidding. It's WWE talk more. TNA is going to be having their Thursday night debut on AMC. I'm gonna check this out. I'm gonna give them a fair shot here for TNA. They're gonna be at the Curtis Caldwell Center in Dallas, Texas. The main event of the show is going to have a lot of different stuff on it, and I guess we'll talk about it. AJ Styles is going to be there. What do you know? He's got time for TNA this week. So he'll be there, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. AJ Styles is back. Is he wrestling a match? Is he doing anything? I don't know. But people will probably tune in just because they mentioned AJ Styles' name.
Prediction.
Go ahead.
He sets up the match At what's the next one? Hard to Kill.
Genesis.
Next one's Genesis.
Yep, I got the.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Sets it up for Genesis. Him versus Leon Slater X Division title.
X Division title match is already up here though.
Oh, well then it's the next show. I think that's what he's setting up for. Is that he's going to take the winner of that for the X Division title.
We shall see.
I think people really want to see Leon Slater and AJ.
By the way, Leon Slater, new grill. I peeped it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who paid for it. I don't know where it came from. It's screaming. It's screaming. Our boys took care of this for me. Let's go. Thank you for the note for the referral.
You know, especially this past week's NXT. I don't know if we're allowed to say this word, so I'll kind of like watch what I'm saying here. But they had Carlos Silva. Yeah, they had Carlos Silva sitting right in a prime observing chair. I'll put it like that.
McKinney said, "When's the last time you watched, homie? Because nothing you're saying makes sense. Because I watch. I mean, is she injured? Why? Where's Jada Parker been?
It's just not been the same version of her that I feel like she was last year.
I haven't seen her cut promos or anything or say anything too much since OTM, at least from what I've been watching. It's not like it's constant time where it's like, okay, here's her time to speak. Here's her time to do whatever. I see her make her entrance. I've seen her wrestle, but I don't see a lot of promos. Someone said WWE TNA. So you think Triple H lured Page over by telling him he's going to be a mid-carder? Yo, you got to chill. Looking like Frankie K and Braden Walker. So AJ's going to be there. We'll see what he ends up doing. Frankie Kazarian and Mike Santana for the TNA World Titles, the main event. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. I could care less about this. Like, you didn't do the right thing multiple times with Mike Santana, and I don't know. I wish some people would give the same amount of trust and leeway to other companies, and I'm just talking about all across the board, that they give to TNA. Why do we even still believe in this at this point? Why would you make that choice? Why was that a choice? You could have set that match up and had him cash in and be here. Instead, they were like, I'll give him a short title run. No one will believe it. I think they thought it was going to be a better reaction than it was.
You know what they could have done? They could have, on a show with a brand new audience watching, had a reigning and defending
champion
situation where you cashed in and let Frankie Kazarian walk out with the belt, because then you want to see him get it even more, and you got more eyes on it wanting to see that happen, rather than the revenge is happening on the very first show.
Yeah, bro, I don't get it, man.
Like, if we're gonna do it that way, why did we wait? Or I mean, why didn't we wait? Why do we do that so hastily?
Listen, y'all holler at Delirious and Dreamer, and man, I don't know what to say about what they're doing.
You just said the whole thing there, because I forget about that. I forget that he's there, and I will give credit where credit's due. There's been a lot of good Delirious booking things from ROH days that I'm a fan of, but his later stretch in ROH, without having some key people starting to get back in place with like the Elite and some stuff like that, there was some abysmal choices.
Yeah, and sometimes it LOL TNA lives in 2026. They better just do the right thing. And I think they said something about Nick Nemeth teasing that he's going to cash in. I want to bring up something else too. We're talking about giving grace. The promo. Did you watch the promo this week? I'm sure you saw like a little YouTube clip of it. Mike Santana and Frankie are doing the contract side. We were both in a place that didn't see what we were worth. Now, I know when any other place makes we were both in a place that didn't. I hear a lot of problems. And I was like, man, it's mighty funny. There's crickets this week about it. I don't have an issue with it. I'm making a point. That's it sometimes. Yeah. And my point is, why is this not being complained about at all in TNA? But then again, someone's probably going to say LOL TNA. I'm waiting for Matt or someone to write it. But like, why isn't it a problem? Why did you feel the need? Mike Santana, you are on top of the world over here. What?
I will say probably in this situation, okay, having these guys feud and that phrase being said, I feel it's valid. Okay. They didn't see Santana.
I was gonna say I feel for Santana, not Elite Hunter.
Well, Kazarian, now you have to dig a little bit more than what we've just seen, but he was just on Chris Van Vliet's podcast, and he talked about like they wanted to keep him. He asked to leave because he saw that they only saw him in that role, and he didn't want to do it. He thought he could still do more, and so now he's here. So I do see between them, with knowing that information, yeah, that's okay. That's okay of a line to make. However, and I'm just going to say it this way, it's in TNA, and you were getting saw by more eyes elsewhere. So your place on the card's higher, but is the scope of your realm bigger?
You bring up good points, BJ. McKinney said, did he lie, though? I'm assuming you're referring to Mike Santana. Mike Santana didn't lie, though, but Business Kyra is going to give you two different answers. Conrad in charge of AEW. Should we give Mike Santana a chance? No. Why not? I wish I could say more about some of these people sometimes. You have to look at someone's full track record and try to understand, well, why have they been out? Where have they been? When people are injured and things like that, they're going to think, no, they were supposed to be the second ever AEW tag champs, Santana and Ortiz. People don't know that. Hangman and Omega ended up getting it because issues that happened. And I know you could say, well, that's happenstance. It happened twice.
Yeah.
He got injured. I don't have time for this. And there's a million other people trying to ask Tony Khan, like, please give me a chance. Give me a chance. Wardlow's back. Like, there's too much going on for this. Like, I don't know if I have time to give you a chance. Could he put him on Ring of Honor and did something with him? Absolutely. I'm sure he wanted to keep Mike Santana as well. I think he wanted Santana and Ortiz to be a tag team because that's what he hired them to do. And they're like, well, we don't want a team together anymore. If you're Tony, you're like, well, that's not what I paid for. That's not what I wanted. So he didn't get that. Put yourself in Tony's shoes. Now, Conrad running TNA, Mike Santana wants to come in. Oh, yes. Today, Junior, come sign this contract. I got money for you. You will be the world champion. Instantly, yes. So he didn't lie, but you also have to like view it from, these are not the same. No matter what people tell you between AEW and TNA, they are not the same.
It's not. It's
and yes, Kazarian was the first AEW tag champ.
Yes, he was. Him and Scorpio Sky. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that, and this isn't a disrespectful thing. It's just optics. It's literal ratings. It's attendance for shows. It's building its longevity of companies and everything. And I'm using TNA's longevity with where they've been on networks and stuff, considering. If you're big in TNA, you're a big fish in a smaller pond than you are if you're big in AEW. So those frequent on TV characters on AEW, even if they're not champions, are at a higher stature than some of these top people in TNA currently. Because unless you're coming from another place, the way that you're getting exposure and your name out there right now is like Leon Slater by showing up on NXT and WWE programming. And those are the people that WWE is going to pull. So what about all the people that are still there that are only being on TNA? And I say no disrespect to this because I like him as a wrestler. I dig his stuff. Steve Maclin, he's not being shown. He's not being put all these other places. He's a good guy. He's an upper card. But he has contract opportunity.
His main event run was cut too short, too, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
And he should still be there. He should be like the second or third top guy.
Exactly. And he's not, but he's also not being on NXT. He's also not getting those shots on WWE. So people will know who, the that same level of the card is in AEW, where they will not on TNA. And it's just because the eyes aren't there. The optics aren't there. They're not seeing it because it wasn't on networks that allowed them to.
And I think you brought up a good point about them taking people. Let's just look right here. I'm going to bring this up, this image, and I want people just to think seriously. To me, Mike Santana is the guy you need to be building TNA around. Mm-hmm. The Hardy Boys are the draw, and your future is Leon Slater. Leon Slater could be plucked at any moment. Mike Santana is good as gone as soon as WWE says, hey, you ready to sign that? That TNA patch is coming right off, and it's going to say WWE. The Hardy Boys, you don't know when the moment could come. One bad bump, you don't know what could happen with them. And I'm not wishing that on them. I'm just saying the Hardy Boys could retire. They could say, you know what? We won our last match to be in WWE. Thank you guys so much for this. We're out. And the Hardys have done a lot for TNA. Don't get it twisted. Like, they brought me back to watching TNA when I stopped for years. And I quit watching TNA before this. and BJ knows. Like, me and Derek used to talk. We've been talking about this for years. Like, yo, you should check out TNA. Mm-hmm. Kazarian, listen, veteran, awesome pro wrestler. I just don't know if Kazarian being the world champ is ever going to happen again. Ying Ling, or the former Xia Li, like, yeah, but we need more. Like, the Knockouts division is the weakest it's ever been in years. I'm just fearing some of the things that could potentially happen from this. And like you said, and look at who just debuted, Jake Doyle, Jake something. Mm-hmm. He was in TNA for years. He wanted to do more. They never used him. And this is even on Scott D'Amore. I like Scott, but they didn't use him a lot. I don't know what the reason was. There had to be some type of reason. Maybe they were like, well, he doesn't want to sign a long-term deal. Well, this is why, because guess what? When Tony Khan came a-calling, he was like, peace, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm good. I'll do that then instead. I'll go team with Mark Davis then. And it works. Like, they honestly just look like two burly dudes who are just going to beat people up. Okay, cool.
They look like a team.
Yeah, 100%. Joel, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Why aren't they still on Spike TV? Because Dixie Carter sent an email and did not want to get rid of Vince Russo. You know, you know.
Yeah.
Speaking of Macklin, remember how he lost the international title because of AAA Judas Macias with no follow-up? Yeah, no clue what happened there.
Yep.
On AJ Styles going to show up, what about R-Truth, Nick Aldis, Chelsea Green, many other ex-TNA talent showing up too? I don't think you're going to get that much. Maybe like week to week you might see someone show up like that, but
I would love if they'd let R-Truth be there as Ron the Truth Killings.
They couldn't even do that for like 3 weeks in WWE.
I know, but it would be so good if
he cut his hair for what? Minoru Suzuki didn't last too long, man. What was that? What's up with that, man? Joel, thank you, man. Kevin, he says, my problem with TNA's roster, it's weak.
Ooh. See, I don't even think that it's weak. I think with TNA specifically, you brought it up when you showed up that graphic. There are too many people that is either they're on their way out the door, and this is treading water on that ending, like, you know, one bad bump with Hardy's or something. But also, when's that call for the Hall of Fame induction and one last match for the Hardys? I bet they're gone. I bet they're gone from TNA then. You got young people or young, like, upcoming talent like Leon Slater, anytime. Santana, anytime. Kazarian, he's going to be there, but he's been there and he's on the other end of his career. Or it's Xia Li, who they let go. And so you've got a roster of people where you probably have 10 names who tried and true, probably just straight TNA. We can make them be something, but they're in a position where WWE will say, you know what? I see what you're doing here. Let's let them have a match on NXT. Let's bring them in. We want them, and they're gone.
Same with AEW though. They have more money than you. Like, listen, You're talking. I know people want to laugh at AEW's TV deal, but that's millions of dollars. WWE has billions of dollars. Mm-hmm. TNA was like, please give us 10 million. Like, they were like begging, like, yo, 10 million. I'm not, you know what? Good for them. They utilize WWE's relationship. It's probably the best relationship WWE's ever had with someone, where someone came out on top. But you don't have the juice yet. Like I said, you need to focus. Clown brings up a good point. Bear Bronson. Focus on Bear Bronson. Try to keep him, because I don't know if WWE is going to take him, because what's Bear Bronson's main type of match? He could do a death match really easily and do it. He's a good wrestler too, but I don't know if TNA could have him be different. But since they're in the WWE like system, they're not going to showcase him like that. They even said like no more blood and all that. And I'm like, but you had some great bloody matches. Like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I don't know. You're limiting yourself in a way.
Him and Mance Warner could have a great like death match setup. So
yeah. Kevin says bring Karrion Kross, Matt Riddle, Dakota Kai, and improve your roster. Depends on if they want to go too.
Yeah, that's very true. I was gonna mention it earlier. It was just something from the news. You know who should go to NXT? Whether they're in a spot where they end up like a Shawn Spears, or you actually like do something with them for a while. How about the man who won the main event at Ring of Honor's Madison Square Garden show?
Matt Taven,
who is no longer with AEW.
And it looks like he's going to NWA.
I can't believe it. Like,
Colby Corino is too. I don't know what happened with that. Like, I'm curious to know the situation with, like, why did Colby Corino not sign with WWE? What happened?
Yeah. Did EC3 leave there?
EC3 has gone to. That's who I think TNA should sign. Bring back EC3.
Oh,
EC3 should have been the OG MJF.
Trouble. Like, come on. And guess what? He showed it with NWA, and he would do the same thing again with TNA. He would be a TNA guy. He would be someone I would believe. He would be someone at the top of the card. And I don't think they're going to turn around and pull him again to WWE, nor do I think he would go after what they did to him. Make him be the EC3 he was back then. Sold. I'm in. Do it.
If you can do it all the way, and he's still got to be like, and you know what? Call Dixie up and have Dixie manage him for like a big pay-per-view match or something.
Even if it's promos where I made a call to my Aunt Dixie, and just even if it's incorporating that, like, come on.
Works.
I still think him and Matt Hardy's like double turn is fantastic. One of the best I've ever seen. So. Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't watch that back then, so I don't know about the term, but I saw the aftermath of it, and people were trying to tell me.
I was weirdly enough at that point in time, even though it wasn't a super big time for them, I was so invested for weeks over that whole thing. And so when I watched it happen, I was just like, are they really doing what I think they're doing? And it was so well done. So well done.
T-Ferg, Eric Young is still there. Bobby Roode works for WWE and has. He ain't going nowhere. McKinney says, if anything, it'll be an exchange of talent. WWE takes TNA talent. TNA gets the WWE released and unsigned. It keeps them in the system, and they just keep adding and recycling. I mean, yeah, but if WWE didn't want
TNA big, then that makes TNA
stagnant.
Evolve Junior.
Yeah, you're just going to be stagnant. You're just another hub off of like AAA, TNA, Evolve, and then if you get called up to NXT, you're good enough. But if not, this is where we just put you for now. You know what I mean?
You're a good hand.
If TNA offers EC3 the bag, remember nothing is cheap. Yeah. EC3 is teasing back, bringing back the 1%er character. Hell no to Dixie. I'll never watch it. Then you have Team 3D come out, put it through the table. Then Bully Ray's like, I'm working in creative with Tommy from now on. We're gonna do big things. Things are gonna change. We're running the Garden next year.
Just be a fan. Just be a fan.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. Center the company around Mustafa Ali is a great signing for them. Cedric is too. Those guys should be in the main event picture, though, in my mind, or at least the X division. Like, put them on top, man. What's next? Aces and Eights. I like parts of the Aces and Eights story, though. It wasn't all bad. D-Lo popping back up was cool.
the early parts of Aces and Eights was all right.
Yeah, towards the end, I got lost. I was like, wait, why is Mr. Anderson here? Does he want to be here? Or is it no? Eric Bischoff knows how to play guitar. Guys, Saturday, January 17th. That's this weekend. We got TNA Genesis. I'll be watching on Triller, but I believe you can also watch on the TNA app. And if it were me, I would definitely try to put this on AMC. But if not, head on over to Triller TV and check my friends out over there. Make sure you guys give this a watch. Here's what we got on the card thus far, BJ. World Tag Titles, Hardys versus the Righteous. It seems like the fans are getting with the Righteous now. They're not doing the "Who are you?" And I was like, good. You guys know that Vincent was here before. Honor No More. Like the wrestling audience has changed so much in the last couple years. Like I said, I've been doing this for a decade. Like in the last, how long ago was it? Me and Jesse were just talking. It's like WrestleMania 39-ish period. Something happened. I was like, where did all my friends go where we all talked normal about this? And now there's just insanity talk sometimes where I'm like, what are you saying, bro?
Yeah. I like Vincent and there's group, and I like that they're doing stuff. That picture for that matchup card is straight up something out of Mortal Kombat. But
the chat has gone crazy.
Come on, bring Garrett back. Just kidding. But you know, speaking of Matt Taven, he had a feud with Vincent. What a way to like keep the belt on the Hardys. If you just
honestly, if they could get Mike Bennett too, the tag division needs help too. There's not a lot of
because that's where the Righteous was born. The Righteous was born out of the turn of the kingdom and the destruction of Matt Taven. So
you could do it. You could do it. You got a prediction on this one?
Hardys.
Same. I think the Hardys retain here. Hey, Joe Hendry coming home. He's going to appear in TNA Genesis. What do you know? Say his name and he appears. He'll be there. Good for Joe, I guess. Good for TNA. So
yeah, you know, it's his way of coming back and saying, "Hey, thanks for giving me the attention to get signed up, y'all."
Yeah, he's definitely teaming with R-Truth soon. I'm calling it now. Like that's just what I believe is going to happen. We do have. You said, what'd you say?
They need to do more with him, but I'll accept it for now.
For now, Miz will put him over. Lei Ying Li. Trying to say that slow. The faster you say it, the harder it is. Is going to defend the title against Danny Luna. I'm calling for Danny Luna to be the champion here. I think Danny Luna's needed it for a while.
I'm with you. I'm exactly my thoughts right out of your mouth. Like Danny Luna has needed to be champion for a minute, and I hope that this is her time.
Yeah, man. Some people are not feeling the Joe Hendry, man. Gee, way to throw him a bone, WWE. I was hoping for the Righteous to go to NXT and be family to Tatum Paxley. McKinney, you got a lot of good ideas, brother. And I'm gonna hit the Sean. That sounds like a good idea, McKinney. You know what that means? Nah, we ain't doing that. Does Adam Cole go to TNA or WWE? Adam Cole's not going anywhere, I don't think.
Nah, he'll be in AEW or he won't be at all. He's still co-hosting an AEW podcast with Evil Uno, by the way. If nobody
he does the video game stuff, which he might end up being head of the video game division or one of the top people for it. Like, yeah,
very well could. Him and Evil Uno both.
Oh, you say flawless victory. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to give it to Lee for that. I don't know. I can't see it. Danny Luna just seems like they've been building her up a lot. We have a final dance match here, man. JDC final match going up against Eddie Edwards. I like Johnny Curtis. I know a lot of people were trying to be funny. I don't know if you saw the meme where it was like, we're losing all the legends this week. And it was like John Cena, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and then someone had Fandango at the end. And I was like, all right, now you're acting up now. It's Christmas season. I'm gonna let you slide, but you're acting up. And I know they were just poking fun, but I was there when he was Fandango at WrestleMania 29, and I could not believe the reaction that he got. And people were so into it. And the brunette girl that he danced with went to like school, and I think I was still in college at the time. Like she went to one of the schools near me, and I was just like, this is crazy. Like, yeah, unbelievable opportunity for her. But then Summer Rae ended up filling in. Like, he had something. It was there. It probably had a shelf life. Absolutely. Ballroom dancing. I don't know how far it was going to go, but
Right.
he did a good job with it. I always thought Johnny Curtis, he always put his best effort in. I thought the Fashion Police should have been SmackDown Tag Champs once.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I totally agree with that. I also agree with Quill's comment earlier about the Melvins, showing all the Melvins. But
there it is, the Melvins.
But yeah, no, JDC. I was cracking myself up because I'm like, is this where Jericho shows up and gets his lick back right before he leaves?
Walls of Jericho, yeah, baby. Honestly, Jericho signing the TNA in a perfect world, if they had the money to, I think it'd be the best thing for Jericho. But Jericho's too savvy. Jericho's going to sign with WWE and then make the appearances there. Like, hey, you need a champion in TNA? I got it. Like, I can see him being the guy to beat Mike Santana or AJ or someone.
Yeah. Oh, hey, AMC has all these tie-ins with like The Walking Dead and all these other franchises that I could go and either get acting gigs on or I could co-host some shows about them or whatever. And
hey, Axis, you want to show the Fozzy Band tour stuff since TNA's not on anymore? Like, because they show all the old bands on there. It's like, yeah. All right.
You know, the only band to play Wembley like twice, wasn't it, or something like that? Like,
cut it out now. Cut it out. I think him. And you know what's crazy? I think him and Tony do have respect for each other. I think it will be shown one day, but Jericho's doing the right move, I think, for him.
Oh yeah, I agree with that too.
McKinney said a one-off in TNA would be cool. I think he becomes TNA champion, McKinney. And I'm gonna say this: Rey Mysterio is gonna beat Dom, and I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho goes over there and I'm the AAA champ. Jericho will be the only person who's ever been the WWE champion, you can say Intercontinental Tag, European, all those titles, AEW, WCW technically. We get to use the last WCW champion, ROH, AAA, TNA. That's a crazy career resume. Like when you hang him up, I'm like, dude, certified like top build Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. Like he could definitely be the head of a class.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no matter how much Jericho annoys you, you got to give it up for that. We got Elijah versus Mustafa Ali. I don't know if you feel any better about Elijah over here. I'm okay with him, but dude, Ali's the dude, bro. Ali's the dude. Like,
yeah. If Ali's sticking around, Ali's the dude. Elijah, I really do like Elijah. I do think that he should be rejoining Vincent though in the Righteous. I thought that was just a really good fit.
And it just fit. Like the guy who plays the guitar, they walk around dancing around on fire and stuff. It's just hippie stuff, man. Yeah, I'd be with it. AJ Francis, another good signing, I think, for them, going up against Rich Swann, the homie Rich Swann. I don't know if I personally think this is where Rich Swann, like, he's getting beat down, bro.
You think?
To me, AJ's the bigger star out of these two right now. I like Rich Swann, but I just think that they've passed on Swann's time. I think maybe you get BD out there, but they're going to eat some choke slams. And I think you got to make AJ look strong here in this. There's more big matches I see with AJ than with Rich. Rich can be in the mix of the tag team. He could always get himself back in there. But
former world champion Rich Swann.
That's right.
Never forget. It was Kenny that took that.
Kenny had him gasping for air, bro. Kenny was working that night.
No one could stop Rich Swann until Kenny Omega showed up.
And Rich Swann wasn't even bad that match. I'm just watching the cardio, and I'm like, dude, Kenny Omega is working, bro.
Yeah.
And Swann looked tired, and it was a beautiful match.
He made Moose step up his game on that stuff. And ever since, Moose has been on a different level ever since that point in time.
Speaking of it, Moose is in that X Division Championship match. Now, I think McKinney had mentioned it in the chat before. If I got it wrong, I apologize. But Myron Reed was supposed to face Leon Slater on this episode. But if you guys saw, they did not renew the contract of Kay Kelly, we'll just say. I don't know if I can say that other word. And it's funny that match just disappeared. And I haven't heard anything about the Rascals on this card. Just kind of disappeared. So, and I've heard rumors that people want the Rascals as well. Cedric Alexander, Leon Slater, and Moose here. Do we see any type of title change with the mess going on here?
No.
I say keep it on Leon as long as possible.
Leon is the man. He is Mr. X Division Junior. And I think very soon we will see, the king of the X Division facing him.
T-Ferg, he was the Intercontinental Champion in New Japan. That title no longer exists because of copyrights. Ali should be TNA World Champ by Slammiversary. We know how Slammiversary goes. The horse is more over than Elijah. I'm just playing. No, you're not playing. Don't lie. What if AJ Francis loses to Rich Swann because of all people, Casey Navarro? I would be okay with that. That makes sense. Yeah. Totally okay with that. This was Kenny coming off a 40-minute match with Okada. He would have had prime Triple H. Apologies, I'm not allowed to say that.
Weirdly enough, I could see that facial expression of Triple H just in the corner, looking angry and heaving because he's just like out. He knows the tank is empty. Like,
oh my goodness. Keep the title on Slater. It'd be a beautiful thing. AJ Styles, Leon Slater happens. Yeah. And honestly, they might end up putting some of their bigger matches on the shows now too.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying. But yeah. Thank you for that, BJ. Let's stick with it, man. Bullet Club. Speaking of Kenny and the homies, and why you're probably like, why is Kyron wearing the Bullet Club shirt, man? I am rocking the Bullet Club shirt because some people are saying the Bullet Club is dead. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I have an idea in my head that could keep it alive, but BJ, I feel like some of our earliest memories of like talking wrestling together was just about the Bullet Club, like back in the day. A lovely group of lads there. Favorite iteration of the Bullet Club, and like what do you think here, man? What are your memories of the Bullet Club?
That is a tough one on my favorite iteration. I have to say it is probably right after Adam Cole joins until very early into Cody and Hangman joining.
Okay. And they didn't join until Kenny was in charge of it, right?
Right.
Did Cole come in during the end of AJ?
Yes, he was not in New Japan when AJ got thrown out, but it was just like was it like Death Before Dishonor or something where the lights went out and they came on and him and the Bucks had this crazy super kick party, literally taking out just everybody. Just like even like production was like, or like, or security was coming in and they were just taking them out. You just heard Carino on the call.
Commentary.
Super kick.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I even love how they kicked Adam Cole out of Bullet Club while we're sharing our memories. I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking.
Yes,
like when they kicked him out and the lights went out and then they came up and then it was Kenny like on the screen. Oh, Adam.
And then there was a man in the ring with an umbrella.
Yep. We don't know who that guy is anymore. So
I'm so sad we don't. I am genuinely sad we don't.
Yeah.
Different times.
Yeah.
But
ate that super kick, man. It was just a different world, man. Different times. And then he went off to NXT, which don't blame him for. The Undisputed Era was fan-freaking-tastic. Like, I love that stuff.
The Civil War started right after that, too.
McKinney was sticking up for NXT earlier. McKinney, I loved NXT. Like, you don't know that was my safe haven of WWE. Like, I'm like, I could watch this for an hour or two and I'm good to go. But they had just made me so mad, dude. Like, you have to feel me on this. Like, I wish Derek could tell you the stories of like when we were playing basketball. I'd be like, man, I'm not watching no Monday Night Raw, man. I'm tired of that company. Takeover or nothing right now. I'm sick of them. And same stuff happened, man. Those were just my true feelings back then towards it. I love what you said about it, man. Someone asked a very interesting question about this. Is Bullet Club one of the most influential groups? I would say yes, BJ.
Yeah.
I think it brought a lot more people to the international wrestling fan game. Me, you, probably some others have known about New Japan way before this. New Japan started like how the NWO angle started. They always did the factions, the warring groups. Mm-hmm. And I think you can see like AEW's kind of borrowed that philosophy. of, okay, when we book our wrestlers, we're going to do the same thing. Like, you're in a group, this group's fighting with this group, and these are the wars that are going on, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But when you look at it as a totality thing, the NWO basically felt like it was around to keep Hogan around. If that makes sense. Like, Hogan took the chance on it, and then it got over. He was like, yo, pay me $20,000 to wear this stuff, bro. Who signed off on that? I don't know, but pay me, brother. Like, yeah, give me some more money. And Hall and Nash got their deals, and those were great for them. But then eventually it kind of became too much. And even with the Wolfpack, me and BJ will sing Wolfpack's theme all day. Throw it up, baby. Throw it up. But
don't turn your back.
Yeah, lovely, but it wasn't the same. And I know Bullet Club did the same thing with War Dogs and all that. Who got made from the NWO? Yeah, Conan, sure, you could say maybe Six, maybe Buff Bagwell, right? Those I'm talking about who weren't stars before the NWO that you're like, oh, you're a star now because of the NWO. Well, Bullet Club made people rich. Like, they made people have money.
Conan was a star in Mexico. But as far as the US, yes, I think the NWO helped make Conan.
Like, let's just look at the background here and just stare at some of these names. Who knew who Carl Anderson was before this? Not many people, unless you watched New Japan. Tama Tonga, where have they both been? They both got to WWE. Luke Gallows was there already, but he got back there. Fale's just getting checks, baby. Like, good for him.
Yeah, one bump.
One bump, Fale, baby. Yeah. Smartest man in wrestling. Finn Balor got himself a great deal from this. Look at Kenny Omega, the Elite. They started a freaking wrestling company. Dude, they are legends at this point. No matter what we say, I told BJ, even when I was mad, I'm like, look, at the end of the day, I'm mad at them now, but I'm going to eventually have to say these guys are legends. They are legends for starting another company. They brought the war that they talked about on BTE every week. Like, they did that ish, and that's all I can say.
Agreeing with Matt's comment, the Umbrella Man would have been a part in a different universe too. He would have been at the very start. And who knows, even at that point, just because of the Elite and their agreements with New Japan and stuff, if we wouldn't have saw more Bullet Club then, just based off of those kinds of things. But
Max Moon was who star. We never saw him as Max Moon. Cut it out. But keep going through the names though. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes would not be in the position that he is in now if it was not for Bullet Club.
Right, exactly. He made that list when he got on the indies, and he was going to fight these people, and that started drawing attention. And then in no time, a vignette came out where he was in Bullet Club, and now it's a big deal. And then when we get to like the Bullet Club Civil War type of stuff, that just pushed it into another area.
And I think they made him they solidified that star. Like, you could have questioned it still, but the feud with Kenny at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, which one was it now? Was that Death Before Dishonor as well?
I think so.
Yeah, where they fought each other. The matches with the Bucks, with Dustin, like, dude, fantastic work there. And then, they all make up, but then they're really not friends. You're like, do we trust Cody? Bernard the Bear, we get a lot of stuff happening there. And then you even get into Switchblade Jay White.
Hangman Adam Page.
Oh, yes. Hangman.
The
Jay White. Like,
franchise of AEW right now.
The main character. Like,
Bullet Club.
Bullet Club for life, dog. Gabe Kidd made a star. David Finlay might be going somewhere. Drilla Maloney might be going somewhere. Like, it's still paying big dividends at this point for them. And I think it's fantastic work.
This is all for I don't want to misspeak on who put it in the chat. It was E saying hibernating. I don't know if it's that those cells weren't going, but yeah, I would not to NWO 2000 it, but there is a way that Bullet Club doesn't just stay a franchise memory of, we used to be in this club together. It's one day it could bring its head back around and still be just as effective. It just ran its time for now.
Right? Rob's mad at us. Y'all not gonna mention the GOAT Chase Owens. Good old Chase Owens.
He was the honorary Tongan.
Yeah, I had told someone the other day he should just come out in Bullet Club gear. Like, this is why I wasn't with ending it. He should just be the only one out there.
He forgot or he doesn't know. Yeah, like he's like, it's right here. Like,
yeah, like he's like, what are you talking about? Bullet Club for life. And that could just have been his gimmick, no matter where he went. Like, yeah, Bullet Club, baby. It doesn't matter. I do think, man, he's about to time you out, Rob. Yeah, ROH owners fumbled the bag being cheap, man. Bullet Club helped out a lot with ROH's success. Yeah. You could tell the difference once AEW got started too. Like, it just done. Like, it was over. Yeah, Bullet Club got Chase Owens those extra bookings.
Right.
Yeah, Bullet Club will go down. I think is one of the best. Like, just how many people got elevated from this, man. It's fantastic work.
They even had the bunny. The bunny was elevated.
Yeah, she was just hey. Shout out to Tokyo.
That's right.
And not the one in the chat. I'm talking about the other Tokyo. But shout out to you, Tokyo, as well. Going back in, man. Quick news items, man. WWE, Netflix is now the home for the WWE's library and PLEs. I guess that's a good thing for people who want to do old school podcast reviews. I just hope that they don't leave anything behind, but I'm sure they will.
Oh, yeah. I think we're going to find, I know this lesson just being in tech and just seeing the trends of this, but whenever you migrate data, whenever you move stuff, whether it's because of new standards or new policies or just forgetfulness of what you've brought over, what you've moved, what you've transitioned, stuff falls in between the cracks. Now, is it lost forever? Not entirely, but can it be? Absolutely. I think it is a good move to put it on Netflix because you're starting to make it. We need to have more, like, especially in the US. It's not this way anywhere else, but they need to have more. This is your house. This is your place. You know, why do we have to get rid of the WWE Network? It all comes down to money, but I wish we had something that was still like that, where at least I know if I log in here, I got everything if I want it.
Yeah. What up, MJB? Clown, I love your point.
There? I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, note on your thing, it's for ongoing, right? It's not the previous. The past is still potentially YouTube.
Correct. And I think that's what's going to happen with, Matt mentioned the ECW content. There has been an ECW channel and tag for a while. I'm following it. And when I first did it, there was only like 200 people following it, but I think they knew. Like, I search for this stuff sometimes. I'm like, yep, there it is. That's going to be the channel right here. Because it looks just like the WCW one, and they're going to upload the stuff onto there. And are you going to get it all? No, because some of the stuff's going to disappear. You're going to be like, what happened to Super Brawl 2000? I wanted to watch that. It's my favorite pay-per-view. And people are going to go looking for it, and it's going to be gone. But then it'll pop up again next year around the same time. Like, here's Super Brawl 2000. Watch it again. Oh, I need a live special this time. Here's Clash of the Champions from 1989 again.
Yeah, I get suggestions all the time. If I've got YouTube on before I'm like heading to bed, suggestions all the time of tap into this live feed of classic WCW, you know, Spring Stampede or whatever.
Yeah, 94 always, right? 94. So we will see what happens with it, man. Heel Raquel looks cool. Eric, I'm glad you're digging Heel Raquel. I don't know where they're going with this, but it could be interesting for the Judgment Day. We had those fatal 4-way matches we were talking about earlier. I should have put this up there. Randy Orton versus The Miz. We know what's happening there. Matt Cardona versus Trick. We know what's happening there. Priest and Solo is hard to call.
I will say, shout out to Matt Cardona. He's wanted this. For him. He's wanted to be back. I'm glad that he's back.
My favorite moment on Cody's pod in the little clip was him and Kevin Owens. The indie guy. The guy talks about WWE in every promo. I'm like, yeah, he wants to be back real bad.
Woo, woo, woo.
I remember when someone used to be like, when Triple H like, guys are calling me every week to come back to the WWE. We're like, all right, take out Matt Cardona. How many calls are you really getting, bro? How many calls are you really getting?
It had always been his dream. He worked himself back there. I'm happy for him.
And you know who else I'm happy for? Maki Ito, the cutest in the world, no longer unemployed. I don't know why.
I should have wore my Maki Ito Army shirt.
Exactly. Maki Ito has signed a full-time contract with Stardom. Good for Stardom. Yes. It's the wave, man. Happy for Maki Ito. Derek will probably have words. He is not a fan, but
I know.
Maki Ito is going to be back in the place. Stardom is where it's at. I appreciate it, man. And shout out to AEW Fan Hub for that picture, man. Really, really dope. I think they got a podcast coming out tomorrow, AEW Ignition. So make sure you check that out. Speaking of AEW, WWE possibly interested in Powerhouse Hobbs.
How could you not be?
Tony, you better hold it down.
Wait. What is that? What is that I'm remembering? They passed on him. They passed on him before. Even when he debuted in AEW, that guy was going to be money. How did you pass up on him before?
Zero clue, man. Until that phone call gets made. Hey, I heard you work in AEW. You want to come do some NXT shots and get some reps in? But listen, I'm not mad at it, but Tony better get ready to write a check. That's all I'm gonna say.
Absolutely. And I would for Powerhouse Hobbs.
Mm-hmm. You got to find something for him to do and something where you're going to elevate him though, and really, really use this guy. Can't pull the Daniel Garcia, in my opinion, where you do something for like a little bit and then you're like, all right, now we're gonna put you over here and do the like. I feel like Garcia was really good at the start, and then we kind of fizzled right back to where he was.
AEW International Champion?
Hobbs or Garcia?
Hobbs.
You totally could. He could be the world champ. I think we advocated for that one time. I was like, you know what? Do it.
Yeah.
AEW was in a little bit of a slump. Do it. Hey, Jasim, what's good, man? Is Marigold still running? I believe so. Can't say I'm familiar with that too often. I just see the news and I try to keep up with it. We got Dynamite coming up, man. Me and Derek will be reviewing on Wednesday, January 14th, AEW World Championship versus the Ring of Honor World Champion MJF versus Bandito. So just from this match, man, they got some other matches lined up. Kenny Omega's returning. We got a big women's trios match happening. Lots of good things on this show, man. I'm excited for Maximum Carnage this week.
Yes. I always love that they got to use that name too, because I love that game growing up as well.
Yeah. So. Great video game. Great.
Difficult, but good.
Yes. Alex, thank you for joining us. Welcome. Or if it's Dr. Alex, welcome. Or if it's supposed to be Dark Alex, welcome. Yeah. Appreciate you guys so much for it. BJ, anything else you wanted to talk about or throw in there, man?
No, man, I think we covered all the bases tonight. Obviously, still shout out to Hubs to get better, and excited to see you all get back at it and ready to catch up on the review from last week for AEW. I'm a little bit behind on my AEW. So I'm about a week and a half behind right now, which is abnormal for me because normally that's the one I watch every week, but weird timing in the universe right now. So yeah, I'm going to get caught all up with that by Wednesday, and I'll just be with you guys in the chat and then on streams.
Appreciate it, man. With that being said, man, like I said, make sure you guys show some love for Hubs. If you guys are in there, Derek Alex. Okay. My apologies. There's a lot going on in there. All right. Yeah. DRK doesn't leave a lot. My co-host Derek spells the name the same way. Tough. But I appreciate you. Thank you for telling me how to properly say it. With that being said, go up. It's pinned in the YouTube live chat right now. Go vote on the EPW Awards. Me and Rob are about to get ready to do this darn thing and announce it. And I find it's always a fun show. It's not always like our highest rated show, but it's fun. I'm just curious to know who won, who did what. And we're going to be out here doing our votes. Thank you, BJ. He put in your Twitch again. Make sure you guys go follow BJ. And make sure you subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this. And make sure you check out some of our cool videos afterwards. BJ, thank you for filling in, my brother. I appreciate you. And
to
go ahead.
quote Hubs, evil never prevails.
That's it, folks. We'll see you guys next week for another clash. Peace.